we have a huge market shift of sorts happening that will have an impact going into the future, the next 2 or 3 months, the next second half of the year. What's it going to look like? And one of the things that people are expecting will happen, but I'm not quite sure will. Chaz, you sent over an article today about what we need to know about the number of foreclosures in today's housing market. People are going to see these headlines and they're all going to say, foreclosures are coming, foreclosures are coming. But what's the real story with where we're at right now in today's housing market when it relates to foreclosures?
It's actually a really interesting topic because, everyone is predicting that we're going to see this seismic decline in inventory and a big increase in foreclosures. Because of the forbearance program, though, those are actually not what we're seeing. We're seeing that people who actually took advantage of the forbearance program during the pandemic, 37% of those people have already come back out of it and are paid off in full and are now current on their current mortgage. So yes, we will see a slight increase in the number of foreclosures, but it's not going to be anything that changes the market or that dictates the shift that we're going to be seeing in the current market.
There's some big differences with people that own homes right now as we enter what I'm calling a market shift. I'm not saying we're falling off a cliff. When we fell off the cliff with the mortgage crisis, things were a lot different. People that owned homes did not have this much equity that people do today. Over 50% of people own 50% of their home in America in cash. So people have tons of equity, right? 1 out of 4 buyers are cash buyers. So people that have cash, that they're not going to be incentivized to, just kind of give their house away in a market shifting environment. 2 out of 5 loans back then were ARMs, adjustable rate mortgages. ARMs aren't bad, but these were like no income verified ARMs. 2 out of 5 loans were ARMs. Today, less than 1% of loans are ARMs. Most people are locked into an interest rate under 4% today. So as the market shifts, meaning inflation is the enemy of the real estate market and really every single market. And so companies are going to react to what the Fed's doing, which is breaking our economy in half, the fake economy, of course, that they built in the last year to 2 years. They're going to break this economy in half and people will get hurt. People are going to lose their jobs. By the way, if we had a 100% increase in foreclosures right now, it'd be a blip on the radar. 100% increase sounds like a big number, but when you're at like no foreclosures happening at all, it's not that big of a deal, especially when we are still in a market where we need inventory, despite the slight shift that we are seeing inventory for the first time outpace pendings in the last few weeks. And you're seeing it in key market indicators, 35% up in Phoenix, which is, things that happen there usually happen first. So there's a lot of indications to be aware of. If you're a seller, you're planning on selling later in the summer because you want to enjoy your Connecticut home in the summer, it's a big risk. Not saying don't do it. Lifestyle is an important decision on when, how, and if you sell or buy real estate, but you're taking a huge risk because the consensus by the end of the summer, in my opinion, is going to be this market has shifted. This economy is different. The Fed is continuing to break the economy. That'll be a consensus, not just we'll see what happens, right? If you own stocks, if you have a 401k, if you own Bitcoin, you felt it a lot in the last couple of weeks.